Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Whatever Happened To, the series where we take a where are they now look at players who found success in the National Hockey League, but are no longer permanent fixtures in the league, either due to controversy, poor play, or just rotten luck. In today's episode, we are going to be taking a look at a 5-year veteran of the league, as we ask, whatever happened to Karri Ramo? After being selected 191st overall in the 6th round of the 2004 NHL entry draft by the Tampa Bay Lightning, Ramo remained in the Finnish Liga, his home country's domestic league, for the next 2 seasons, playing 50 regular season games split between the Lahti Pelicans and HPK, putting up an 11-20-11 record. Ramo also played 3 playoff games in the Liga with HPK, posting a 2-1-0 record, a 1.46 goals against average, and a .947 save percentage as HPK won the Liga playoff championship. After spending the last few seasons in Finland, Ramo was taking his talents over to North America for the upcoming season, where he began his professional hockey playing career. Soon enough, Ramo would be suiting up in the best league in the world. The 06-07 season saw Ramo suit up for the Springfield Falcons, Tampa Bay's AHL affiliate team at the time, and have a pretty tough year, as he posted a 15-24-1 record with a 3.13 goals against average and a .906 save percentage. However, Ramo's play seemed to impress management enough to earn him his first call-up to join the Tampa Bay Lightning's roster. Only 2 years after he was drafted, Ramo was getting his chance to take to the ice in the NHL. Ramo suited up for 2 games for Tampa, but didn't make the best first impression as he didn't finish either game he suited up for in the net, posting a 3.43 goals against average and a .826 save percentage. Though Ramo would have a pretty rough start to his NHL career, it wouldn't be long until he was back for more. The 07-08 season saw Ramo start the season with Tampa Bay's new AHL affiliate, the Norfolk Admirals, but after going 2-4-0 in 6 games, he was called up to the Lightning's roster once again. Even though he continued to play mediocre hockey with an under 500 record, Ramo was getting his chance to suit up in the NHL for the second time. This time, however, would see him get a longer look than his previous stint. Ramo spent the rest of the 07-08 season with Tampa Bay and post a 7-11-3 record in 22 games with a 3.03 goals against average and a .899 save percentage. Whilst Ramo would put up okay numbers, Tampa Bay would miss out on the playoffs for the first time in 6 seasons. The 08-09 season saw Ramo begin the year in the AHL with Norfolk once again, due to there not being a space for him on the Lightning's roster since Tampa Bay signed veteran goaltender Olaf Kolzig during the off-season. Ramo put up a 7-14-4 record in 26 games with a 3.78 goals against average and a .884 save percentage with the Admirals before getting a call-up to the Lightning roster for the 3rd time in 3 seasons. Ramo continued his mediocre play with Tampa Bay during his 3rd stint with the team, as he posted a 4-10-7 record with a 3.66 goals against average and a .894 save percentage in 24 games. This play did nothing to help Tampa Bay's playoff hopes as they missed out on the playoffs once again. With his entry-level contract having expired, and with him likely to start the following season in the AHL once again, Ramo decided to take his talents overseas, as he signed a 2-year contract with Avangard Omsk of the KHL. Just like that, Ramo was moving across the world to try and find some more consistency in his game. Luckily for him, his trip overseas would be well worth it. The 09-10 season saw Ramo suit up for Avangard for the first time, and have a strong outing with the team, as he posted a 21-17-4 record with a 2.11 goals against average and a .913 save percentage in his first season in the KHL. This performance was good enough to get him invited to his first KHL All-Star game, as he earned the most fan votes of any player eligible. Ramo's great performance was good enough to help Avangard make the playoffs, where he started all 3 of the team's playoff games and post a .304 goals against average and a .886 save percentage, but Avangard were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs by Neftohimic. After leaving North America behind only a season ago, Ramo seemed to be finding his feet in the best league outside of North America. But this was only just the beginning. The 10-11 season saw Ramo suit up for Avangard once again and improve on his previous season numbers, as he posted a 33-5-4 record with a 1.97 goals against average and a .925 save percentage in 44 games with Omsk. This production was good enough to earn his second call-up to the KHL All-Star game, though he couldn't go due to injuries, and helped Avangard return to the playoffs. Ramo posted a 6-7 record with a 2.16 goals against average and .914 save percentage in 14 games during the postseason, but Avangard were eliminated in the second round of the playoffs by Metallurg Magnitogorsk. After his 2-year contract with Avangard had expired, both Avangard and Karri Ramo decided that keeping the Finnish goaltender around would be in the best interest of both parties. So, Ramo signed with Avangard to remain in Omsk for the next 2 seasons. Having played the best hockey of his career the last few seasons, Ramo would be staying in the KHL for the foreseeable future. But it wouldn't be long until the NHL came calling once again. The 11-12 season saw Ramo return to Avangard with the aim of continuing his play as one of the best goaltenders in the league and to finally bring a KHL championship back to Omsk. Whilst his overall play saw nothing more than a slight change, his season record took a noticeable hit as he posted a 19-17-9 record with a 1.96 goals against average and a .925 save percentage in 45 games. This production was good enough to help Avangard return to the playoffs for the 3rd straight season, and Ramo posted an impressive 14-6 record with a 1.54 goals against average and .940 save percentage in 21 games, but Avangard were eliminated in the Gagarin Cup finals by Dynamo Minsk. So close yet so far, Avangard. The 12-13 season saw Ramo suit up for Omsk for his 4th season with the team, and see a bounce back in his season record to reflect seasons prior, as the Finnish goaltender posted a 26-9-5 record, a 2.00 goals against average, and a .929 save percentage in 40 games. These numbers helped Avangard return to the playoffs once again, where Ramo posted a 5-7 record, a 1.99 goals against average, and a .917 save percentage in 12 games, but Avangard were eliminated in the second round of the playoffs by Traktor Chelyabinsk. After his second contract with Avangard had ended, Ramo decided that he was ready to return to the NHL and play against the best players in the world. So, on July 5th, 2013, Ramo signed a 2-year, $5.8 million contract with the Calgary Flames, the team that owned his contract rights at the time due to several trades while he was playing in the KHL. After 4 seasons outside of North America, Ramo was returning to the NHL to see if he could be a more consistent netminder in the best league in the world. Whilst it wouldn't come easy, he would get his wish in the seasons that followed. The 13-14 season saw Ramo suit up for the Calgary Flames for the first time, and put up decent numbers, as the former 6th round pick posted a 17-15-4 record with a 2.65 goals against average and a .911 save percentage in his first season back in North America. Whilst Ramo would play over 500 for the first time in his NHL career, these numbers were not good enough to help Calgary make the playoffs, as the Flames missed out on the postseason for the 5th straight year. The 14-15 season saw Ramo tend Calgary's crease once again and improve upon his previous season numbers, as he posted a 15-9-3 record with a 2.60 goals against average and a .912 save percentage in 34 games. This production was good enough to help Calgary finally return to the playoffs, where Ramo posted a 2-3 record with a 2.86 goals against average and a .906 save percentage in 7 games, but the Flames were eliminated in the second round by the Anaheim Ducks. After his 2-year contract with the Flames had ended, Calgary wished to keep the Finnish goaltender around for another season. So, on July 1st, 2015, Ramo signed a one-year contract worth $3.8 million to remain in Calgary. Ramo had found his footing in the best league in the world, but unfortunately he wouldn't stay there for much longer. The 15-16 season saw Ramo's numbers somewhat dip compared to the season prior, as the Finnish goaltender posted a 17-18-1 record, a 2.63 goals against average, and a .909 save percentage in 37 games. Whilst he still played pretty well, Ramo suffered a serious knee injury against the San Jose Sharks late in the season that ended his year prematurely. Unfortunately, this didn't help Calgary's playoff hopes as they missed out on the postseason for the second time in 3 seasons. After his one-year extension with the Flames had expired, Calgary decided that they weren't going to offer Ramo another contract extension, despite him playing well for the franchise over the past 3 seasons. As Ramo was still recovering from his knee injury, he found little interest from NHL teams in signing him to a contract when free agency began, as they didn't know whether Ramo would still be a serviceable goaltender in the league. Ramo remained an unrestricted free agent and focused on recovering from his injury during the 2016 off-season. When he felt he had finally recovered, on December 6, 2016, Ramo signed a PTO contract with the Toronto Marlies, the Toronto Maple Leafs AHL affiliate. Just like that, Ramo was returning to the minor leagues and was looking to show he could still be a top goaltender in the world. Did Ramo prove his point? Well, not really. Ramo suited up for 3 games with the Marlies, went winless in every single game, and was released from his PTO shortly after. Having become an unrestricted free agent once again, Ramo decided to take his talents overseas and return to Finland, as he signed with the Lahti Pelicans, the team he played for when he was drafted 12 years ago. Just like that, Ramo was once again leaving North America behind in the hope of getting his career back on track in his home country. Ramo posted a 1-1-5 record, a 2.34 goals against average, and a .919 save percentage in 7 games with Lahti after joining the team midway through the 16-17 season. This production helped the Pelicans make the Liga playoffs, but Lahti were eliminated in the quarterfinals by Kalpa. After his rather busy and turbulent season had ended, Ramo decided to remain in Finland for the following year, but kick the quality of his opponents up a notch, as he signed a 1-year contract with Jokerit of the KHL. Just like that, Ramo was returning to the best league in Europe in the hopes that showing he still had gas left in the tank and was still one of the top goaltenders in the world. The 17-18 season saw Ramo suit up for Jokerit and have a decent season, as he posted a 7-9-1 record, a 1.94 goals against average, and a .930 save percentage in 18 games in his first season back in the KHL. These numbers were good enough to help Jokerit make the playoffs, where Ramo posted a 4-2 record, a 1.31 goals against average, and a .954 save percentage in 6 games, but Jokerit were eliminated in the second round by CSKA Moscow. After his season with Jokerit had ended, Ramo decided to remain in the KHL, but return to his former team in the league. So, on May 29, 2018, Ramo signed a 1-year contract with Avangard Omsk. Just like that, Ramo was returning to the team he had previously spent 4 seasons with and was looking to continue the success he had there, hoping to finally win the team some silverware. Something he came 1 playoff series away from the last time around. To this day, Karri Ramo is part of the Avangard Omsk organisation. Whilst he has signed a contract with the team, my research has shown that Karri Ramo is currently on the injured reserve list. In fact, Ramo hasn't played a single game for the team this season and has spent the entirety of the year on Avangard's injured reserve list. I guess the knee injury Ramo suffered over 2 years ago against San Jose has been giving him a lot more problems than he was expecting at this point, after taking last year to focus more on recovering than playing a ton of games. Whether Ramo returns to the ice this season remains to be seen, but it will be a pretty big factor as to whether he continues to play hockey professionally in the years that follow. If he does return to play this season and plays well, he will likely find a contract for next season and perhaps the seasons that follow. But if he doesn't play this season, or he plays badly if he returns, then it's likely that Ramo's knee is a lot more damaging to his future career than one would hope. At 32 years old, Ramo is past the prime years of his career and he isn't getting any younger. So he will likely be facing the end of his professional playing career if he doesn't return before the end of the season and plays like the old Ramo that Avantgarde fans know and love. But regardless of how Ramo's career ends, it's safe to say that he had a pretty decent run in the National Hockey League. In 159 NHL games, Ramo posted a 60, 63 and 18 record with a 2.85 career goals against average and a .906 career save percentage. Add to that the 106, 58 and 23 record, a 2 career goals against average and a .924 career save percentage in 191 KHL games, and it's pretty clear that whilst he has never been the best at his position, Ramo has carved himself a pretty impressive hockey career. Not bad for a 6th round pick, eh guys? And there you go. That's what happened to Karri Ramo. What do you think about Ramo's career? Is it good, bad, or do you think he will return to the NHL once he gets healthy? I'm not so sure, but you might think differently. Also, is there another player that you would like me to cover as part of this series? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear what you guys think. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, watch some of my other videos. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. A big thank you to Chris Gadsby and Max Artis for helping support this video via Patreon. If you too want to help support the channel a little bit further and get a shout out at the end of any future videos, make sure you head over to patreon.com/oddmanrush and become a patron today.